Here we are, the final episode of AniMay18, your daily dose of anime every day in May. It's been one hell of a ride, and I'm glad you're all here with me for it. Rest assured, I've got plenty of plans for the rest of the year, and this certainly won't be the end of the anime content for a whole nother year. But until then, let's take a victory lap around the galaxy with the enigmatic sci-fi adventure Kaiba. As if the demented world of Satoshi Kon wasn't mind-bending enough, here comes Masaaki Yuasa with his globby, undulating world of robots and aliens and their post-human existential problems. Kaiba is kind of a hard show to nail down and describe, but is primarily an intellectual and ethical exploration of post-humanism in a similar vein to Ghost in the Shell, actually. If I could use one word to describe it, I would say the show is melancholic. Despite being a bouncy, colorful, almost Seussian world, Kaiba's subject matter and themes are anything but jolly. Kaiba takes place in a futuristic society where people's memories can be stored, copied, and transferred through these little cone-like chips, and reinstalled into any other body, manufactured or otherwise. This has led to a socio-economic divide where the rich buy and produce the best bodies, potentially living forever, whereas the poor have to fight and steal to keep their own bodies or have their memories cast into space as these little memory eggs. Much like cyborg or android-based cyberpunk narratives, this memory chip phenomenon is the crux of Kaiba's world building, and the episodic structure explores a ton of different angles and possibilities of this system. People are literally buying and selling their own bodies, the rich indulge in mass-produced designer bodies, not to mention the expansive memory reader technology that lets you walk around in a person's subconscious paprika style. There's a lot going on, and our protagonist Kaiba gets dropped right in the middle of it without any memories. The series has a really steep learning curve, and the opening episode is incredibly intimidating. It feels like I'm supposed to understand what's going on in this underground society and that I should be keeping close tabs on the major characters being thrown in a mile a minute. But the show never dwells in one place for more than an episode, so you'll quickly acclimate to focusing on one arc at a time. You don't really need to know all the specifics of what's happening, but you'll pick up enough context and flavor to get a visceral emotional reaction out of it. For instance, I know this lady is doing something with Kaiba's body. It seems pleasurable, but then she explodes into green goo. There's a little bit of exposition afterwards, but the immediate gut reaction is that there are illegal body modifications in this world that are incredibly dangerous and horrific. The show also has a lot of casual murder, and the value of human life is clearly very low. These all compile on one another to paint a very morbid picture of a crumbling society with a twisted set of ethics. And I've found the show incredibly fascinating, like watching a slow-motion car wreck. It's so heart-wrenching, but I can't look away. The very human drama and pathos is palpable, and the show regularly fills me with just about every emotion all at once. There are genuinely funny and endearing characters like the bumbling security guard Vanilla, who chases Kaiba all around for 3 episodes only to unwittingly dote on him hand and foot once he dons a cute girl's body. That same girl sold that body to support her mother and brothers, but is then tricked by the doctor and her memories released, basically sealing her death. Almost each episode so far has ended in tragedy, but I want to keep coming back for more because it's so well executed and I never know what to expect. The smooth, round character designs are appealing and incredibly varied, while giving the whole world this synthetic, plasticky feel to it. Once you get further in, the experimental art style goes into overdrive and the smooth, pristine outlines become warped and deformed to match the foreboding atmosphere. There's so much creativity and abstraction going on, but the storytelling is always clearly understandable and relatable. Loss, abandonment, betrayal, guilt, pleasure, and pain. Kaiba is all about the human experience through the lens of the least human-looking anime I've ever seen. The pulsing synth beats and calming piano melodies give the world a childlike music box feel while also evoking a dystopian sci-fi adventure. The vocal tracks by Seira Kagami are hauntingly beautiful, and the OP Never is a swelling love song engulfed in a deep sadness. It's seriously one of the most emotionally gripping songs I've ever heard. I'm hesitantly optimistic about the second half of the show as the story transitions into a more straightforward narrative about Kaiba returning to his body and meeting the mysterious girl in his locket. That said, these vignette stories each left such a profound mark on me, I honestly wish the show would just stay a moody, atmospheric, and ambiguous exploration of these troubling topics. There's clearly a lot of passion behind this project, and so much potential for deep, enriching storytelling. A gorgeous tale of love and life. Never too sad or hard, but I can't bear losing my everything. Well, that's it. I actually did it, you guys! 31 videos in May. What a way to cap it off. I'm really happy with all your feedback and support, without which I might have given up again like last year. still processing it as I'm talking here. But I'll give a proper post-AniMay18 analysis in a few days, but for now, thanks so much for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel, sharing this playlist with your friends, going back, catching up on episodes you missed, or leaving a comment on your favorite anime this month. It's been a real pleasure, and I'm super proud of the work I put into this month, so until next time, catch you later.